Hello, my name is Daryl Satcher. I am a love and light being, and I am a leading man. Welcome to Building Bridges. Today, I want to talk to you about self-care. I watched when it was announced that Joe Biden had become president-elect. I watched people dancing in the streets over the weekend. And 4 years ago, I watched people celebrating when Donald Trump won. And it had me thinking, do people put their own self-care and well-being into someone else's hands? Do they put their self-care and well-being into circumstances? Well, if this happens, then I'll be good. But if this happens, oh my God, life is over. Oh, it's the wintertime. Oh God, here we go again. Why do we put our self-care, our own self-care, into a circumstance, to a person? We should put it into ourselves. And so I decided to turn self-care into an acronym to really explain the importance of it more. So SELF stands for solitary engagement with your love and light flow. Solitary engagement with your love and light flow. So the solitary engagement, you must be alone at times. You must, some of us have a hard time being alone. I've talked about in the past how I was a desperate extrovert back in the day, but you need that solitary confinement. I prefer engagement because you're alone, but you're engaged with yourself. You're engaged within self-reflection. Winter's a great time for that, by the way, for self-reflection. This whole self-care, it makes me think of and helps me to process better the Krishnamurti quote that I quoted on Dropping Seeds from a few days ago that I posted, where it says, to understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet, still. That's not going to happen if you're not in solitary engagement. And solitary engagement does not mean I'm sitting alone watching TV. That's not solitary engagement. You can't find that quiet and still in that situation. So solitary engagement on a regular basis. A lot of times we need distractions. I need distractions to keep me from myself. You got to go there, even if it's dark, even if it's painful. You got to have that solitary engagement. And again, the next part of it is solitary engagement with your love and light flow. I've been asking people lately, based on some work we're preparing to do, what is their unique kind of love? And your love and light flow, like how do you shine your love? How do you show your love? It's one thing to say I love you, and I think, it's important. Me and my daughter say I love you every time we get off the phone, and that was her that started that, wasn't me. And I love it though. But how do we show love? I think is important. What is your love and light flow? What does that mean to have a love and light flow? It's just you live in your it's rooted in your unconditional self-love. And that's important to have. And then it just branches out off of there. If you have unconditional self-love, you start seeing love in the flowers and the trees. And when you can start to see it in just the most ugly parts of this experience and this existence, sometimes, man, that's something where you're going there. And I'm working on that now. I'm working on that. I still see there's a couple of people and a couple of things that still I allow to affect my energy. Got to get rid of all of that. So self, solitary engagement with your love and light flow. Care, calm your anguish and rest at ease. Calm your anguish and rest at ease. We have a lot of anguish, a lot of us, a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain, a lot of stress. And some of it, I think, can be avoided. Some of it, it's just part of life, and it's how you react to it, right? I learned that quote when I was in school. It's either, I've heard some say 80, I've heard some say 90. So 80-20 or 90-10 of it's like 80-90% of the situation is the situation. 10 or 20% is how you react to it. Is powerful and it's real. So you have to find a way to calm your anguish. You can always find something to get worried about. I know people who were worried about the election, couldn't sleep, having a hard time sleeping during the election. Their person wins. Now they're worried about the electoral college. So it's like, what are you going to find to be worried about next? And is that the right existence? Is that the right space to be in? Is that your best self? Is that your most prosperous self? Because I think prosperity is connected to energy and motion, emotions and flow, and this up here, it's huge, huge. So calm your anguish. Sometimes just calm it down. Practice peace of mind daily. Make a decision to find peace of mind. So I'm not going to worry about that now. That's not important to me right now. I had something the last couple of days that, affected me, and it affected my peace of mind. I was at unrest, and to help with the solitary engagement that I found was I ended up riding my bike to yoga class. Ended up being 8.1 miles, and it wasn't the plan. It just happened, and I was at unrest, and I needed that, time to think and to process, and it was so helpful. So there are many ways to do these types of things. That was, even though it was as a workout, it calmed my anguish. And I noticed that. I don't know about, women, but I know with a lot of men I talk to, when the more they work out, the more they can calm their anguish. So I would suggest that. And again, I would suggest to practice and make a decision to find peace of mind and practice peace of mind daily. And let's get to the last part. Rest at ease. Rest at ease. My good friend, my big brother, Goody, Robert Goodwin, he always ends every conversation easy. I love it, and I started saying, I say it too. Sometimes people hear me say it. If you hear me ever in a conversation with easy, I got that from Goody, big bro Goody. So Robert Goodwin, and I love that. It's just like, find the ease to life, and that goes back to that love and light flow too. With the life. We've been trained to believe that life is supposed to be a struggle, supposed to be a grind, for certain people in certain situations. But everyone doesn't live their life like that. There's some people you will see and you wouldn't know. I remember, and I was at a wedding, and I'm not going to say whose wedding it was, just in case, because I don't want the information to get out. But I was at a wedding, and right after the wedding, it was a brother who was there who had been nice the whole weekend. And this brother finds out that his daughter died. And we find out, and I see him in the airport, and we make eye contact, and he still found a way to smile and wave goodbye. And I was just like, wow, how do you do that? But it's like being able to find that ease, that rest at ease, no matter what's happening. To be able to find that is powerful. It's so powerful. So self-care, let's go over that again. Calm your anguish and rest at ease. So self-care, so important. Make it a priority this winter, this season. Make it turn it into a lifestyle, your self-care. So solitary engagement with your love and light flow. Care, calm your anguish and rest at ease. Self-care. Oh, almost said it wrong. Self-care. All right, I'll see y'all next time. It is time to get to work. All right, love. Have a good time. Take care of yourself.